We're in the final stages of the investigation at this time. A lot of evidence has been collected and will need to be processed. There is one fatality here, and that body has been brought to the state medical examiner's office for identification. This investigation will take some time to make sure we have a complete and thorough investigation of it. At this time, that's pretty much all I have. If you guys have any questions.
We saw on the school district's page that it was a child that died in this fire. Are you able to talk anything about that?
I can't confirm that at this time until the medical examiner has.
And we know, I mean, this is, and going to any fire is difficult because this is a loss of someone's home, belongings, but when there's loss of life, can you talk about the impact that that has really on the department and very much a tight-knit community? I'm sorry if that's a tough.
No, all fires are difficult, without a doubt. You know, loss of life, we are a small community and everybody knows everybody or has a connection with everybody, whether it be our kids went to school together or things like that. So this is an extremely difficult situation. Critical stress incident debriefing team has been brought in, and we'll be meeting with members of the fire companies and all that responded to help them get through this. It's a very sad situation, no doubt, but you know, it does happen, and we'll get through it. And with help, there's a lot of agencies and a lot of people in place that can help us get through that. And you know, I want to thank all those agencies. Some of them have already been here already and spoken to some people already to get us through this.
That's very nice. Is that how you all show up for each other after fires and incidents like this, or specifically difficult?
You know, as you stated, any fire is devastating, whether it be just a loss of property, you know, loss of contents and things and personal belongings. So you know, it's your life, and it is a big struggle, and it is a big hit, to say the least, on that. And you know, we have to. I know I personally feel for people, and you know, we try to get them through this, and hopefully we can get them through this, and you know, come up with some sort of the cause and origin, so that we can either prevent this from happening again, or know what we can do to try to alleviate these situations. I can't stress enough that, you know, there was a smoke detector that was working in this house, and it did notify the occupants, you know, which could have prevented further tragedy had it not worked. So.
The one thing that I found interesting, which you mentioned it this morning, and then I think it played out before us, that there were actually several firefighters that happened to live in this general neighborhood and vicinity. They've all been here talking to neighbors and not just interviewing them, but just comforting each other as well. That's something that I don't think we've seen very often on many scenes. They happen to live here.
Standing behind me to my right is a person that lives in this house right over here. You know, was first one here, knows these people personally, and you know, as part of the community, was one of their neighbors. So it's very hard for them to even comprehend, but you know, they performed flawlessly and did what they're supposed to do to their training, which makes me very proud.
Is there anything you would like to share, want people to know today? When can we expect, maybe, I know that investigations of this magnitude take time. When do you expect some information about it?
I would hope by the close of business today we'd have some sort of identity. Again, that's in the hands of the medical examiner. We're waiting for him to make that determination, so, and then we can confirm what.
How much longer do you guys think you'll be out here? I know you've been working pretty hard for many hours now.
We're in the final stages. We have a little bit more left to do, pick up a little bit more, compile everything we have. There's a total of 7 investigators here, 6 of them from the state, so they need to document and compile all their records together, all the pictures that were taken and all the evidence that was collected.
Any evidence, I know we talked about this earlier, but any evidence of foul play or anything you can release on that yet?
It's really too early to tell. It's not being ruled out, but you know, we think always that's one of the boxes that has to be checked one way or another.
Anything else you can share we didn't ask you?
No, listen, I'm trying to give you what I can, and I hope you understand that I can't give you a lot.
Absolutely.
We will at some point be able to, and then we can go from there.
Okay.
Okay.
All